Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here with some more Hearthstone, and today there's a special daily available. Join the League of E.V.I.L. Play a tavern brawl 3 times and, win or lose, gain a Rise of Shadows pack. That must mean that the tavern brawl is something pretty special. And it is. Welcome to Henchmania. The League of E.V.I.L is hosting henchman auditions. Do you have what it takes? Choose who you'd like to work for and get a bonus. The first victory of the day gives you 1 classic pack. And while you'll be picking a class, it's very different to normal, because each class is someone very different indeed. And I'm going to be picking one that synergizes with my dailies. I'm going to be picking Saphira Dusktalon, because I have one for Druid. She's got claws that catch. Whenever your hero casts a spell, draw a spell from your deck. We're going to be going through spells really quickly. If that's a good thing or not, remains to be seen. Note that there weren't all of the classes available there.
Saphira versus Saphira!
It's going to be a Saphira mirror match. And apparently, I'm victorious! Hooray! My strategy was masterful. I gain a pack, and 10 gold, and 1 progress towards Druid victory and the League of E.V.I.L. I imagine that person is just very quickly conceding so that they can gain that pack. Let us try again, shall we? Hopefully the next match will be a complete one. Or maybe I'll meet someone that will instantly concede, and this will be the easiest brawl I've ever played. I highly hope that they don't.
Saphira versus Russell the Bard!
Hello, Russell, how are you?
Stay a while and listen.
I only grow stronger, fool!
We don't want to keep the Nerubian egg, considering that Russell's power, at least when we encountered him in the solo content, is to steal things that have 2 or less attack, so we'll keep the egg napper and get rid of everything else. Hello, how are you?
Your magic only darkens this wood.
Ooh, we have an extra bonus. When you play a minion, add a coin to your hand. That could be really good. That's probably going to be better though. After you play a spell, gain a copy of a random card from your opponent's hand. I think that's going to help.
As I expected.
We could play one of these and do nothing, but
bad and should feel bad.
why should I feel bad? I wanted that ability. To be fair, I don't actually have any spells I can cast right now. You're going to pick the Work for Hagatha option. I may have made a terrible mistake, but I'm sure I can cast many spells as the game goes on, like Claw
Let's have
here.
a little talk. You and me.
Okay, let's talk. Ooh, barns. Barns could be useful. Are we going to get a lot of dialogue between the various people who work in the League of E.V.I.L? That'd be cool if so. Nothing. And there's the
Did you
Nerubian
say
egg
you're
again.
Truly evil or just evil enough?
We'll find out. There's that egg napper. We could Nerubian egg Mark of the Wild, but if we do that, it's still going to be stolen. We need to save for... Ooh! Perdition's Blade. That's unfortunate. But, ooh, we could do something nice here. We could Power of the Wild to get a Panther, which will then give us Evasion. Okay, then we'll Mark of the Lotus. And that will give us the Elven Minstrel, and then we'll Mark of the Lotus, which gives us another Evasion. And then we'll hit you for 6. Our spells are giving us fuel from your hand. Evasion's going to be useful. Okay, backstab. That gives us a Starfall. And then you're going to hit that. That's fine. That is fine. Ooh, that also changed into a 5/5. That is a little less fine. But we can just Star-Lord this and slay it. And then hit you for another 6. And get a Stampeding Kodo. Ooh. That's pretty neat. But we know that, ooh, that only works on enemy minions. Okay, enemy minions. That is an important distinction. Hello, Wilfred Fizzlebang. How are you? I feel like, we could Barnes. Barnes could be useful. Wind Fury could be useful too, but then again, our hand is getting a bit full. It's getting very full, actually. You know what? Let's just, do this. And gain the coin. Okay, the coin might be useful. Then we'll Wind Fury it, so that we have loads of damage. That's not great. That's not great at all to see. And I think what we'll do is we could coin. I actually feel like we should just cast Evasion. Ooh, and get Barnes again. We're just going to hit you a lot. There we go. Now you're at 6. Evasion's probably not going to help me that much, but I have 2 of them. I might as well start casting them. It'll be very unfortunate if the Lesser Onyx Spellstone destroys the 5/5. Oh, unfortunate. And my hand is full. My hand is indeed full. Counterfeit coin, which mills a card. And that will also mill a card. Admittedly, it only milled Bloodlust. That's not terrible. And that is now a 5/7.
Where do you envision yourself in 5 years? Oh, wait. I already know.
Well, if you knew, then why did you ask? We'll get rid of this. Now, the problem is we're a bit full on everything, and we don't want to do that. We could Nerubian Egg. Nerubian Egg is just going to get stolen, but we could then play the Stampeding Kodo afterwards. Or we could do this. And then, no, we do need to do that. It's really our only option because of the fact that our hand is completely full of everything. It's pretty much full of everything. And we know that that is... We should actually do this and play this as well. We have a lot of card draw. We also have not a lot we can do with the card draw. This plan of just going face may not have worked out. Although his power does mean that only one of his minions gets randomly boosted in power. Ooh, this could end up bad. Oh, it didn't. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. You drew me Power of the Wild. Counterfeit coin to draw me Wild Growth. Elven Minstrel to give yourself more things. And that is something that we're going to be thankful for. Oh, that's now a 5/5. Well, that's a little unfortunate. Just a little. Now, we could... Ooh, that's something we could do. We could Barnes. And get that. And then we're going to do this. Give everything +1/+1. Which gives us that, which I'll then play to get that, and then I'll trade into this to get that. Not the best, but what can I do? I had no idea what my deck would be like going into this.
Give me a quest.
Oh dear. That's kind of bad. That in fact is very bad. That's only going to get nastier. You're going to trade there, you're going to trade there, and there, and there. And I imagine you're going to steal this minion. Yep. It is now yours. Well, this is unfortunate. But at least there are many targets that I can hit with the Stampeding Kodo now. And I hit that one, which to be fair was one of the better ones. Let's Elven Minstrel. And get some minions that aren't too bad. Unfortunately, the Devilsaur Egg we're not going to be getting too much use out of. Perhaps I shouldn't have picked the one that gives me lots of my opponent's cards. That might have been the mistake. It probably was the mistake, because my is that getting to be an extremely powerful questing adventurer. It's alright though, I've got card draw! The card draw is not going to help me that much.
We are the sword in the shadows.
That's not encouraging. You still have that weapon as well. All I need though is 3 damage. I won't get it because I watch me draw 3 damage. That was 2 damage. I would have liked that damage, but what can you do? Well, let's what could we do here? We could play evasion to get another evasion. Not exactly what I wanted. We'll do that. And we can't Wild Growth because Wild Growth is a 3 mana card now, but we can Dragon Egg. And Dragon Egg isn't too terrible because we have, well, it wasn't that terrible when he wasn't going to trade, but of course he'll trade. Draws me a Wrath. Wrath could help me here. I just need 3 damage. What I wanted... There's some damage! Ho-ho! Victory from the jaws of defeat, and that evasion saves me from being killed. You may take the Dragon Egg. Somehow, I've managed to salvage this. Well played.
Your magic only darkens this wood.
Because too bad.
You are not a very good interviewer. But I am victorious! Good night indeed! I'm surprised I won that. I was quite fortunate.
Great things are in the cards for you.
Good to hear. Now let's see what my other daily is. I believe my other daily is Shaman or Warlock. I don't think Shaman or Warlock are a choice here. No, they most certainly aren't. So of course, we're going to pick George the Fallen. He's lost without Carl. What happened to Carl? It's pretty good hero power. Give all your minions Divine Shield. Let's go. Hopefully there'll be some Divine Shield shenanigans that I can engage in.
George versus Mr. Chew. You are in my way. I'm here for revenge.
Hopefully you'll get that revenge. Also, look at all of the 1/1 buffing that I can do here. Oh, I see what this deck is all about, and I'm probably going to mess it up completely. Hello!
Hello.
Do you have any other things you can say?
Thanks.
Oh, you have lots of stuff to say. I like all of the attention that's been put into all these emotes.
By the light, that's amazing.
That is amazing! Now, I don't want the one that fills my hand with all of my opponent's cards. You want that, however. Shuffle an explosive into your opponent's deck. 2 damage when drawn. Now, I want that.
Hey, are you an applicant or an applicant?
Oh, definitely an applicant.
No more.
I know, you're not very happy about the fact that I picked Dr. Boom there. But we're going to be dealing a lot of damage really quickly. You can stick loads of stuff into my deck if you like.
This'll be easy. Just a few questions and a fight to the death.
I'd rather not have the fight to the death. We'll slowly start dealing damage to you. And we'll muster for battle soon enough, and that will deal a lot of harm to you. Hopefully you don't have lots of, okay, you're just gonna keep putting bombs in my deck. Can you stop doing that?
How hard can you hit things?
Pretty hard, but not right now.
Reporting for duty.
Unfortunately, I'm only hitting for 1 point at a time, but each one of these will explode and deal 1 to 2 damage to a random enemy. And that's not bad. If you have Whirlwind, that's not great. Nope, you're just gonna keep sticking them in there. Can you just make them explode or something? I can give all of my recruits adapt, though. Hey, now they're 2/2s. Let's keep hitting you. Eventually, we will be victorious. And next turn, oh, the Quartermaster. I've not seen you for a very long time. I'll have 4/4s then. Aha! You have something to play. A Super Collider. This is going to hurt you. Quite a bit. Yep, that hurt quite a bit. I think Quartermaster to give something +2/+2, that's not that fantastic. It's not fantastic at all, but I'll do it. I'll do it. Just so that we have more things that we can hit you with harder. Now, if you manage to clear my board, there's a good chance that you will just perish. A very good chance, in fact. This interview is going to be much shorter than the one that we had last time. That hits that one. And very... Ooh, there's Ziliax. Ziliax to give you some healing. And then defeat Ziliax. I believe that's it. Indeed not. Well played. The application was successful. Marvelous. Glad to hear it. We have joined the League of E.V.I.L. Or have we? We may have. It was a pretty good application, but there are many candidates to consider. Let's look at all the other hero powers while we're here. We've seen this one. A personal safety specialist. With the explosives that can be shuffled into the deck. We've seen Candlebeard before. Candle and Eye Patch Enthusiast with giving minions charge. Then there's Myra Rotspring from the Boomsday Project. Scientifically proven to be deadly. Trigger a random friendly minion's death rattle. That could be quite useful. We've seen George. Manhunter Ivan is hunting without a permit. And he can put a random secret from his deck into the battlefield with his hero power. Doesn't seem to be that good. Voodoo Master Vex we've seen before. Who do? You do. Do what? Remind me of Vex. Battle cries and death rattles trigger twice, and I imagine that one is quite a crazy fight indeed. We've seen Russell the Bard. He's here to write an evil anthem. I hope they don't add Russell the Bard into the League of E.V.I.L. We have Saphira Dusttown that we've already seen before, and finally, Wraith Ghost Song. Just darn creepy. He has the Desecrate hero power. Deal 1 damage to all minions. If any die, refresh this. Pretty good counter to George, unless George has picked the deal explosive damage whenever they die, whereupon Wraith will be very good at obliterating himself. The only classes that are here are Warrior, Rogue, there's 1 Paladin, there's a Hunter, a Druid, and a Priest. There is no Warlock here, and there's no Mage either. So if you had dailies to clear with those classes, you won't be doing that here. But that was some matches in Henchmania. One that I won quite decisively, and one that was a very close thing because I was well on my way to sabotaging myself. And I have to say, that is a pretty nice brawl. It's got very different mechanics that definitely separate it from the ladder. And that's what I like to see in the Tavern Brawls. New and exciting things, and I wonder if some of those things that we saw there are there so that they can be tested for potential future things, like a new hero card and other such stuff. It's nice to see them doing live experimenting, as it were. And I like to see interesting Tavern Brawls. So, the more experimenting they do, the more interesting brawls we see. And that's always good. And so, when we come back, folks, more Hearthstone. I think I'll be using one of the decks that I've built next time round. To great success? Maybe. We'll have to see, won't we? One thing's for sure, I think my applications for the League of E.V.I.L weren't too bad. I'm confident that I'll get a response in the mail at some point. Possibly. Maybe. Or maybe Dr. Boom will accidentally put it in a bomb and it'll explode. That's probably more likely. Darn. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.